Good morning and welcome
Morning.
to Education 2.0. Would you kindly introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about what you do?
Yeah, sure. So my name is Cody Dakota Wooten, CBC. I am known as the Leadership Guide, so I do leadership coaching, speaking, teaching, a lot of different fun stuff. And then I'm also working on developing a new EQ society.
Oh,
So yeah, that's brand new. I'll talk about it maybe a little bit at the end.
okay,
But yeah.
wonderful. Thank you. And then how do you feel about winning the award? Could you let us know about the factors that led you to win this award?
Yeah, I'm tremendously honored, first off. I'm pretty young, I'm on the young side, and just starting to do work in leadership, I never really was looking for any sort of award. There are a lot of people in the leadership industry who never receive awards ever. So I was never looking for anything like that. So that's tremendous honor. And how it led to it, just for me, just looking at the industry and looking at the world as a whole, because there's a young generation that wants to lead. There's an older generation that hasn't figured out how to give them the ability to lead. And I wanted to change that dynamic, and I didn't know how. And so that's what I started to do, research. I looked at different avenues, and I started to develop a new concept, which I call legendary leadership,
Oh,
which doesn't just look at leadership skills, which I think is the failing of the leadership industry right now, is it focuses on leadership skills. We need to look at leaders as a whole, and that includes the psychophysiology of them. And so I've expanded my research and my training into different areas, so including breathing, natural movement, diet, nutrition, all these different factors that actually do have an impact on how we're able to lead. And not only that, but how people are able to learn. And I guess somehow along the way, people notice what I'm doing, and here I am now.
great. Thank you, thank you. And what do you think about Education 2.0?
It's needed. It is needed so badly in the world, because if you look at the statistics, education is increasing, right? In the past 50 years, the people who are getting like post-secondary education has increased eightfold in the past 50 years alone. But if you're looking at the statistics of how well people are educated, what they're actually learning and applying, it's pretty stagnant, which means we're not really being effective as educators. And if you look at leadership specifically, it's atrocious, truly atrocious. 20% effectiveness in leadership development. That's awful. I mean, you went to school, right?
Yes.
Was 20% ever acceptable?
No.
Unacceptable. But that's the norm in our society today. So we do need a conference like this where the greatest minds in the world get together to really think about how do we actually make education more effective.
Right.
It's needed.
Well, definitely your work has been effective.
Thank you.
And how has your experience been on Education 2.0 so far?
So far, so good. It's been a lot of fun, a lot of extremely intelligent people working on just the most incredible things out there. And I'm really excited to continue to delve and see what different people are showing. It's really exciting.
Well, we are definitely excited to have you here today, and it is an honor. And please tell us where we can find your company business information.
Yeah, absolutely. So if you're looking to try and find me, my name is Cody Dakota Wooten. Pretty much if you Google that, all three of those, you'll find me. But the website that you want to go to is www.theleadership.guide, Guide. There's no .com, no .net, whatever other stuff, it's .guide. And I've got some free stuff for anyone that is watching this interview. That's part of the conference. So if you go leadership.guide/edu2, I've got a
EDU2.
bunch of free gifts for everyone, over 100 pages worth of free gifts to help with leadership and thinking about leadership, getting the right mindset around it, and a lot of different offers for the different things I have, including just my coaching and speaking services, and the new thing that I'm getting ready to do, which is an EQ society. So we can test EQ, how well we are at it. I've actually discovered I'm in the top 1% of EQ, which is kind of a weird thing to discover. But I thought, wouldn't it be cool if we just got a lot of really EQ high people together to see what we could talk about and what kind of changes in the world we could do. And so I'm designing that group now, and if you're interested in that kind of stuff, you can, if you go to the EDU2 website, you can find that information there as well.
Is that number 2 or?
Yeah, number 2.
Number 2,
So it's,
okay.
Yeah, theleadership.guide/EDU2.
Number 2. Great. Thank you so much.
Absolutely.
Pleasure having you today.
Thank you for having me. It's truly an honor.
Thank you.